Welcome back to 4-Year Starters Daily Lineup. Today is Saturday, June 10th. Did you know that on this day in 1977, Apple Computer released its first mass-market personal computer, the Apple II? Now let's get into today's sports news. In our first story, we have unfortunate news for New York Mets fans as their first baseman, Pete Alonso, has been placed on the IL with a wrist injury. This is a big blow for the Mets as Alonso is one of their key players and has been having a solid season so far. We'll discuss how this injury will affect the Mets season and who will step up in Alonso's absence. In our second story, we have some NHL news as the Columbus Blue Jackets have acquired defenseman Damon Severson in a sign-and-trade deal with the New Jersey Devils. This move is sure to shake things up for both teams as Severson is a talented defenseman who will bring a lot to the Blue Jackets roster. We'll break down the details of the trade and what it means for both teams moving forward. So sit back, relax, and get ready for another exciting episode of 4-Year Starters Daily Lineup. And now, time for some sports updates. The Denver Nuggets are up 2-1 in the NBA Finals and are now looking to extend their lead in Game 4 against the Miami Heat. In NFL news, the Panthers avoid a 3-0 series deficit, while Cook gets released by the Vikings. However, several NFL teams are interested in signing Cook. And finally, in tennis, Novak Djokovic defeats Carlos Alcaraz to advance to the French Open final and is now one win away from his record-breaking 23rd Grand Slam title. The New York Mets announced on June 10th that their first baseman and Major League home run leader, Pete Alonso, has been placed on the 10-day injured list due to a bone bruise and sprain of his left wrist. The injury occurred during Wednesday's game with the Atlanta Braves when Alonso was hit by a pitch from Charlie Morton. The team expects Alonso to be absent for 3 to 4 weeks. Losing Alonso, who leads baseball with 22 home runs, is a significant blow for the Mets, who have struggled offensively even with him in the lineup. Francisco Lindor has 11 home runs, and no other Met has more than 5 homers. Alonso's durability has been exceptional throughout his career, having played in 591 of 607 possible regular season games, or 97%, since making the opening day roster in 2019. Rookie Mark Vientos is expected to fill in for Alonso, who has made 59 starts at first base and 3 as designated hitter this season. Morton has apologized to Alonso for the incident, stating that he did not mean to cause any harm. The Mets have lost 6 games in a row and are 8.5 games behind the first-place Atlanta Braves in the National League East. With the loss of their star player, the Mets will need to find a way to rally and turn their season around. The Columbus Blue Jackets have acquired defenseman Damon Severson from the New Jersey Devils in a sign-and-trade deal that includes Severson signing an 8-year, $50 million contract with the Devils. In exchange for Severson, the Blue Jackets will send a third-round pick in this month's draft to the Devils. This move follows the Blue Jackets' acquisition of defenseman Ivan Provorov from the Philadelphia Flyers in a 3-way trade just 3 days prior. Severson, who was a pending free agent, was expected to be one of the more sought-after defensemen this summer. He had played all 9 years of his NHL career with New Jersey and has 263 points in 647 games. Severson is expected to play on the right side of Werenski or Provorov, with the other spot potentially being filled by Adam Bokvist or David Jiricek. The Blue Jackets have now made 2 big moves in the past 2 summers, signing Johnny Gaudreau last year and Severson this year. Blue Jackets general manager Jarmo Kekalainen believes that these moves have made defense a strength for the team and is excited about the upcoming season. The Athletic notes that these 2 major acquisitions, along with a healthy Zach Werenski, should restore the Columbus defense that had fallen on hard times. And with that, we've reached the end of another thrilling episode of 4-Year Starter. It's been a real touchdown of a show, folks. We've covered everything from slam dunks to home runs and everything in between. I hope our sports analogies have hit it out of the park for you. Remember to follow us on social media for all the latest updates and behind-the-scenes action. And don't forget to check back tomorrow for our next episode, where we'll be tackling some of the hottest topics in sports. Until then, keep your head in the game and your eye on the ball. This is your enthusiastic, unbiased sports writer signing off.